The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
So a return to home ice was a return to the win column for the University of Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens as they beat New York University 4-0 on Friday night. They look to complete a weekend series sweep here in just a few minutes as we prepare for round two of Delaware and NYU. Hi to you all, James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena. And what a night it was for the Delaware Blue Hens, returning to home ice and returning to the win column. After going winless at Liberty, Rhode Island, and Syracuse over the past 3 weeks. Solid team effort last night for the Hens to get their third win of the season, backstopped by a 22-save effort from Jacob Snellenberg. Snelly pitched a shutout to improve to 2-2-1 on the year. A couple of his key saves, stopping limited scoring chances for New York, born of solid defensive play and really solid play in all three zones for Delaware. Defenseman Noah Goose getting his first goal as a Blue Hen, the product of Team Maryland, solid 200-foot player in his time in the Eastern Hockey League. Here in the second period, getting on the board to make this a 2-0 hockey game yesterday. But it was Dominic Guido providing the majority of the offensive firepower for Delaware, leading the Blue Hens with a hat trick, his 6th, 7th, and 8th goals of the season, propelling Delaware to what was a 4-0 drubbing of the NYU Violets. They look to maintain their momentum here tonight in the second of a 4-game homestand. But again, some key players for this Delaware team sidelined due to injury. Justin Guelph out with an upper body injury. Shane Straubinger out with a concussion. Danny Berg out after sustaining a lower body injury last night. He'll be replaced in the lineup by Luke Panapresso, who earned his first UD Men's Division I point last night, assisting one of Dominic Guido's 3 goals. Guido, of course, 8 goals, 2 assists. Second leading point scorer in the lineup tonight, Ryan Rodriguez, who's at the flank of Tanner Mahoney and Andrew Lowe on the starting forward line. With 7 goals and 6 assists on the season, good for a baker's dozen. We'll see Luke Panapresso starting on defense alongside Will Gould. Jacob Snellenberg earned himself the night off. Jacob King gets the call between the pipes tonight for Delaware, the sophomore from Vernon, New Jersey, making his first appearance this season. Last year, he logged 1 start, 3 goals against, and a save percentage of .919. On the other side of the red line, Dustin Good's New York Violets, swept by Navy last weekend, looking to bounce back from a 4-0 defeat to Delaware here on Friday. Clay Perkins faced 29 shots on goal, led up 3. The empty netter in the closing stages of the third period sealed a 4-0 decision for Delaware. Perkins coming into the weekend 1-1-0 with a .337 goals against average and a .930 save percentage. Those numbers not dented too badly by last night's effort. Frank Ciavaris, Brian Cook, and Charlie Gardeffi will handle starting forward duty. We'll see Alex Svoboda and Harry Byland getting the call defensively, with Jonathan Bieber, Jackson Olison, and Kunal Gangwani lying in wait on the defensive for the Violets, looking for their 3rd win of the year. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. And the Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long, official personal injury attorney of the Delaware Hockey Network. Call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 to schedule a free consultation or visit injuryde.com. We'll take a timeout here on the DHN. When we are back, we'll head inside the glass for opening introductions. New York and Delaware round 2 coming up next. It's all on the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. The Delaware Blue Hens, after a 4-0 win yesterday over the New York University Violets, back on home ice as they look to put a bow on a sweep of the weekend series against their former Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League rivals. Dominic Guido with a hat trick yesterday, powering Delaware to their third win of the season. Hens a perfect 3-0-0 on home ice this season after only mustering 2 points on their 6-game road swing before coming back to home ice. This their second of 4 in a row in front of a home crowd. And without further ado, we're going to take you inside the glass for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a men's Division I matchup between the visiting New York University Violets and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting NYU Violets, coached by Dustin Good, assisted by Brian Zaffino and Corey Nadell. Starting in goal from New York, number 31, Clay Perkins. On defense, from the Czech Republic, number 24, Alex Svoboda. And from Montclair, New Jersey, number 28, Harry Byland. Starting at left wing from Nashville, Tennessee, number 8, Frank Ciavaris. At right wing from Brooklyn, New York, number 16, Charlie Gardeffi. And at center from Endwell, New York, number 12, Brian Cook. And now let's meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Vernon, New Jersey, number 1, Jacob King. On defense, a senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 9, Will Gould. And a freshman from Warminster, Pennsylvania, number 26, Luke Panapresso. Starting at left wing, a senior from Kenilworth, New Jersey, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. At right wing, a sophomore from Caldwell, New Jersey, number 17, Andrew Lowe. And starting at center, a sophomore from Venetia, Pennsylvania, number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Mittelmeyer, assisted by Jason Bainge and Eric Sterren, and student manager Anthony Massio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Owen Doan and Bryce Lindsay, and linesmen James Mandel and Jack Fetcher. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Pitter patter, let's get at her, hippity bippity boppity boo, however you want to put it. It's go time from Fred Rust Arena. Hens were buzzing yesterday. 3 from Keller, 3 from Guido, 1 from Goose. To propel the Blue Hens to their 3rd win of the season. Delaware traveling west to east, left to right. Here in period number 1 in their home white kits. Blue pants, blue helmets, blue sleeves. The New York University Violets traveling right to left, from east to west. In their away black kits, bold white numbers all around, and true to form, purple trim. It's not an 8-8 hockey game, friends. We've only just begun. There we go, we're ready to go. Jack Fetcher with the opening face-off. Brian Cook, Tanner Mahoney. Set to dispute the opening draw of the game. Puck is down, they're off. Ryan Rodriguez bull rushes up the right wing boards. He's got support from Lowe, who from the corner throws the puck through an empty slot. It's driven back in behind the cage by Panapresso, but taken away by Harry Byland for New York, but not cleared. Gould barely holding the point, now pushed back to center ice by Ciavaris. Hens recover, Low, up the middle, leaves this to Rodriguez. Touch pass to Tanner Mahoney, 2-on-1, net front feed. Panapresso crashing the net, could not finish. His shot from the edge of the blue paint was just off its mark. Gould holding the right point. He tried to throw one in from distance. It was stick-checked up and away by Frank Ciavaris, ending up in the far corner. Rodriguez maintains control for Delaware. He heads off for a change, taking his place. The man of the hour yesterday, Dominic Guido, who led the Blue Hens with a hat trick. Will Gould working the right wing board, surveying his options. He's been out from the outset. Centering pass to Trevor Early. Shot made it on target from 15 feet, but it was blockered away to the near corner by Perkins. Trying to cut back through the slot. Early lost his footing, lost the puck too. It's walked by Gardeffi up the right side. Long shot from above the right dot, well off its target just the same. This caroms all the way back into the New York zone, where Jonathan Bieber, the native of Tarentum, Pennsylvania, just outside Pittsburgh, failed in his attempt to break out. And a minute and 23 seconds into the proceedings, this puck off a Delaware stick, going over the glass and out. Yields a face-off right in front of the 412 Communications press box. "90 seconds in from Fred Rust Arena. This caught and held by Perkins for the pause. Little taste of the sounds of the game for those of you at home. Trying to walk in on the doorstep was Michael Rayer, denied by King. Luke Doshin leads the Delaware counterattack. Flipping the puck off the near corner boards. It rolls to the far side. Dylan Causey could not protect. Alvarez clears. Gould across to Goose the other way. Ahead to Diaz, trying to corral a bouncing puck. His momentum and that of the vulcanized rubber carry them to the near corner. Diaz able to get past Olesen. Cross ice feed to Gould. Centering pass on the doorstep. Doshin couldn't finish. Causey tries to throw the puck in from below the goal, but it's taken away by the Nevadan Jackson Olesen. He works this up the near boards to Michael Raher, who flips this from his own blue line the rest of the way up ice, and it will come back in icing with 17 minutes 20 seconds to go in opening period play here from Fred Rust Arena. Face-off coming to the left of Perkins. We're coming to the 3-minute mark of the first period of a 0-0 game. There a close-up shot. And another Perkins save. And the face-off coming once again to his left. Here with 17:07 to go in period number 1. A.J. Muley in across from Cook. Mismatch going in New York's favor over the face-off circle. As we've now reached 3 minutes completion of the first period. Scoreless yet between Delaware and New York in their second meeting this weekend. Tanner Mahoney could not stick handle past Siovaris. This is played back into the Delaware zone, into the control of the freshman Luke Panapresso. Late addition to the roster tonight. He was scheduled to be a healthy scratch, but with Danny Berg out due to a lower body injury, Panapresso was slotted in to work alongside Noah Goose on the top defensive pair. Lowe holding the left point, plays the carom shot in behind the cage. It rolls behind the net to the near half wall where Brady Burke, the former Philadelphia Little Flyer, tries to drive his way past Brian Cook, doing well to clog up the near dot area. James Mandel waving off the icing. He and Jack Fetcher are lines people tonight. The referees Owen Doan and Bryce Lindsay. So Burke had to play the puck up. It's brought back into Delaware territory by Jack Kaczynski. Recovered in traffic below the net by Rodriguez. Here's a 2-on-2 for Delaware. Rodriguez and Lowe. Lowe's got time and space from the dot. He shoots. He gets one on target, but this is deflected up into the back netting by Clay Perkins for the pause. .15:48 to go in the first. DeBolt and Eckstein. And Eckstein wins the draw to the right of his netminder. Byland, cross-ice stretch pass well beyond the reach of Alvarez. It's tipped by Keller off his backhand through neutral territory. Race on for the puck. Trying to chase it down was Guido, but he was met by a pair of Violet defenders. Rayer comes barreling back the other direction, but he's outnumbered 2, finding himself in a 2-on-3. Jack Keller looking for space in his own zone. Works the puck through traffic beyond the reach of Guido, but he was able to race it down while maintaining onside position. That negates the icing. Guido to Keller, top of the zone. DeBolt's redirect chance from the low slot was just wide of the near post. Centering feedback from Gould did not make it to Guido, who was bodied off the path of the puck. Taking aim from distance, right in front of the New York bench. That was Jack Keller, but he was well off his mark. Noah Goose working the right point. Walks in, cross slot pass dot to dot. Bounced off the stick of Early. This is fed back to Keller, top of the zone. Poke checked away from him by Raher. This sails up ice, and it will come back and icing against the Violets with 14:41 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Delaware will take the opportunity to get some fresh legs on, and the face-off is spotted to the left of Clay Perkins, who stopped all 4 Delaware shots he's seen so far tonight. He stopped 26 of the 29 thrown his way last night in Delaware's 4-0 win. Of course, the third dominant Guido goal of the night coming in the form of an empty netter. Eric Mark tried to take aim from the right point off the draw, but he threw the puck into heavy net front traffic. This clearing attempt from Olesen goes over the glass and out of play. Another attacking zone draw for the Hens. Diaz and Cook. Diaz gets stick on puck. Doshin working the high slot. Tried to carry the puck off his backhand in close, but Gardeffi kept the pressure on him. Doshin recovers in the far corner amidst a two-a-side battle. Olesen throws a shoulder at him, knocks the puck loose. Jonathan Bieber tries to ring it up the near side and out, but to no avail. Driven back in by Mark. Burke foils the clearing attempt, takes a heavy hit just inside the line from Gardeffi as he let the puck go. Dylan Causey joining play. As emerging was Jonathan Bieber from that open ice scrum for the puck right in the high slot. Burke drawn back to center, recovers. Doshin waits for Causey to tag up for the re-entry. Hens attack en masse. This is Brady Burke. Stymied by a Bieber poke check. Diaz protects. He cycles to Causey. This is left to Brady Burke. Top of the zone. Kicked around the horn to Eric Mark. Thrown into the high slot. Luke Doshin. Angle to the far wall. Dodges a hit from Gardeffi. Getting the puck away to Burke. Centering feed. Dylan Causey couldn't control it in the low slot. And Ciavaris brings this down and chips it off the near boards. Well out of harm's way. Diaz back inside his line, recovers for Delaware. Causey, headman pass to Anthony Muley. AJ's shot from just above the dot, right into the blocker of Perkins. Rebound ends up in the far corner, launched in by Dylan Causey for a secondary opportunity, but squaring up for the save again was Clay Perkins, now 6 for 6 in the save department, just 7 minutes into a 0-0 game. Official tally now 9 for 9 for Clay Perkins, who was just pelted with vulcanized rubber in the early going here. So Hens doing well to control the momentum. Fast out of the gate, but not generating A-grade chances just yet. Mahoney looking for one. Holding was Perkins. And after Rodriguez got held up by Harry Bylan, the Blue Hens are going to go on their first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the night. Delaware Sports Medicine, bringing you all Delaware Blue Hen power plays here this season. Learn more at desportsmed.com. The New York penalty was assessed to number 28, Harry Bylan. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 33 seconds in the first period. Bylan, 2 for holding at 7:33. Guido behind his own net to Tanner Mahoney. Fast break 2-on-2 off the stretch pass. Lowe joining the rush, posting up net front. Mahoney working behind the cage. Leaves this to Rodriguez. Back it comes to Tanner Mahoney. Flip to Lowe, working the near half wall. Kick back high. Good puck movement near side. Now around it goes to Riley Donor. Taking aim through traffic. But a save from Clay Perkins, his 11th. On 11 shots faced. Brings us to a break in the action with 11:34 to go in the first period of a 0-0 hockey game. Chance to Bolden for the draw across from Cook. Second wave on for Delaware. Got a scrum over the dot ensues, with New York's Alex Svoboda launching the puck clear from deep in his own zone. Keller sets up the attack. Gould taking a check from Cook at center. Drives the puck back into New York territory. It's sent back clear by Cook. Recovered by Gould. He pulls back into his own zone. Guido advances 2 to Bolt. This is a 2-on-2. Doshin cuts to the slot. DeBolt tries to lower his shoulder and bulldoze his way past Olesen. Gould near half wall. To Doshin behind the net. Final 25 seconds on the Byland holding minor. Hens held scoreless on the power play yesterday. Down to the final 10. Keller across the line. Guido under pressure from Cook, tried to launch a shot in from just inside the line, but it was stick checked off target. Olesen fires the puck clear, and that will do it for the first Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the evening. We are scoreless with 10:19 to go in the opening period of a 0-0 hockey game. Whether you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 to schedule a free consultation, or visit injuryde.com. Icing waved off by Jack Fetcher. That race to the puck won pretty well by the tandem of Ciavaris and Cook. Mark looking for a way out. Flips this into the netting and out of action with 9:49 to go in the first period of a scoreless as yet hockey game. Delaware unable to change. New York will take advantage and get some fresh legs on, and we'll bring in the second half of our broadcast team this evening here momentarily. We'll hear from Josie Billett in a few minutes. Barely holding the line was Olesen, but he was met by Causey. Enough pressure to drive play to neutral territory. Infanger could not sweep through with the puck. Muley protects neutral territory. He rolls the puck from blue line to blue line and then some, where it's pursued by Causey up the far wall. Muley confronted by Olesen. Had some support from Causey, trailing back to the point and now heading off for a change. Cody Diaz, surrounded by black sweaters in the near corner of the New York zone, gives the puck away to Alvarez. Burke leaves this back to Donor. Diaz tried to dipsy-doodle up the middle, but the presence of Jonathan Bieber was enough to slow him up 20 feet away from the New York goal. Goal, not Cole, goal. We tried to say goal and cage at the same time, and it really didn't work out that well. Kings only faced 2 shots. This clearing attempt was gloved down by Bieber. Swatted up the middle by Zach Daring, taken away by Diaz. Doshin in a 1-on-3 the other way. He stick handles. The other Hens change behind. Kosinski to ding. The Daring shot was wide. Here's Mahoney. He flips the puck past a pair of New York pursuers and comes barreling in all alone into Violet territory. Now he's got support. He dishes the puck to Rodriguez. Rodriguez working the perimeter. Checked open ice by Kosinski. Lowe maintains Delaware possession. He shoots from 28 feet. This is caught and held by Clay Perkins for a pause and play with 7:45 to go in the first period. A dozen Delaware shots, not a darn thing to show for it as yet. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Puck rolled through the slot. Ciavaris batted it back into the far corner. Rodriguez to Andrew Lowe. This taken away by Cook as Lowe was checked off the vulcanized rubber. Svoboda tied up behind his own goal. Oleson's got time and space up the near side. No, he doesn't. Andrew Lowe steals from just above the goal line. He flips the puck off the far corner boards, and this is launched back up ice by Charlie Gardeffi. Returning is Mahoney for Delaware. He tried to set up Lowe for a shot from the top of the circle, but that pass was intercepted by the Southern Tier native, Brian Cook. Gardeffi gains center before clearing, smartly enabling a New York dump and change, and Guido was unable to walk out of his own zone, stood up just inside the line by Ciavaras. This time it's a 2-on-2 for Delaware. Early to Guido, but he gives it away after gaining the line to Jonathan Bieber. Goose couldn't recover over the center logo. Keller converges with Raher in the far corner of the Delaware end. Puck is trapped at the kick plate under the right skate of Michael Raher. Trying to dig it free is Goose. Joining the battle as well, that's Max Eckstein. Now knocked loose by Eckstein. Flip back to Bieber working the right point. He launches the puck in from 60 feet, but was well off his mark. Follow-up chance came from Alvarez from the near corner. The Mexico City native threw that off the back frame of the goal. Here comes DeBolt the other way. Cross-ice feed. Flubbed by Dominic Guido. His feet a little bit too fast for him to be able to gather that puck in and generate an odd man rush for Delaware. We're 14 minutes into a scoreless first period. This is Dylan Causey barreling in early with a chance from the doorstep. Held on to by Perkins for the pause with 5:50 to go in the first period, and still no score from Fred Rust Arena. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. King with the glove save and the pause and play. Infanger and Kaczynski take the draw to the left of Jacob King, who came up with his fourth save. Muley clears. Puck was tipped, says linesman Jack Fetcher, so there's no icing. But the Hens were unable to chase the puck down cleanly. Back the other direction. This will be an icing against the Violets with 5:13 to go in opening period action. Hens will take the face-off at the near circle from our perspective. Third line on Cody Diaz across from Kaczynski. Doshin ties this up just above the half boards. He gives it away to Kunal Gangwani, the Chicagoan. Gangwani clears. Recovering at center was Donor. Throwing the puck across neutral ice, volleyed back by Gangwani. Diaz, cross-ice feed to Louis Mathuruel. The Quebecois double team just upon gaining the line far side. Hacks the puck deep into New York territory before hustling off for a change. Rodriguez is on. Off a cross-ice feed, he walks in over the New York line. Pickpocketed by Gardeffi. Now Burke recovers. Burke across to Riley Donor as the Hens get the entirety of their top scoring line on. Mahoney, Rodriguez, and now Lowe on for Delaware up front. Andrew Lowe tipped the puck from just over the blue line deep into New York territory. He chased it to the near corner, but ultimately didn't have the support he needed to maintain momentum. Gardeffi the other way. Chips the puck right into a 2-on-2 battle in the far corner. He was slowed up by Mahoney trying to cut below the goal. Again, the puck contested just over the left shoulder of King. Now knocked to the near side. Delaware is going to go down. Mahoney is going to be the guilty party. And we'll see what Owendone has officially on the matter. Looks like it's going to be called boarding against Tanner Mahoney. So for the first time this evening, the Blue Hens head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 36, Tanner Mahoney. 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 29 seconds in the first period. Mahoney, 2 for boarding at 16:29. Cook's shot from close range, blockered down and away by King. Infanger blocked the Cook pass. Bieber back deep into his own zone to recover for the Violets. We've entered the antepenultimate minute of the first period. No score between Delaware and New York so far tonight after the Hens rolled to a 4-0 win over New York on Friday. Goose had Olesen tied up in the far corner. Here a centering pass from Ciavaras to Cook led to a block shot. Diaz one-on-one the other way as the other Delaware penalty killers change up. 50 seconds to go on the Mahoney penalty. Jackson Olesen with time and space after ultimately Cody Diaz carried the puck deep into NYU territory and killed off a good 8 seconds. Now he heads off in exchange for some fresh legs. Doshin, Burke, Panapresso, and Muley, the second quartet of Blue Hen penalty killers. We've entered the final 2 minutes of the first period. Ding caroms the puck behind the net. It comes around to Byland working the left point. Chased down by Panapresso. He shovels the puck away from the reach of Victor Ding, but Raher protects the right point. This thrown net front headman pass, crashing the net was Ding, but his shot was turned aside by King. Inside the final 100. Hens clear, and they go back to full strength right now. Mahoney's off, Guido on in his place. Final 80 seconds of period number 1. Brady Burke leaves us back to Panapresso, taken away by Eckstein. He walks in, he got the shot away under pressure though, and it was saved by King for his 7th stop of the night. Last minute of play in the first period. Guido bodied down from astern on his way toward the net. It was Byland who delivered the check, but Guido did get the shot away. That chance from Cook from just inside the right dot, denied by King. Final 40 of the first period. We've got a high stick on the puck, said Owendone. And this is going to come back outside the Delaware zone, as the Violets were the offending party. 37.5 to go in opening period play. Hens escape their zone. Tanner Mahoney will be joined by Brian Cook over the dot. Top centers for both teams, and Delaware gains control. Mark to Donor. Up the middle, Rodriguez touch pass intended for Mahoney, accelerating through neutral ice, was swatted out of harm's way by Gardeffi. Final 22. Breakout pass too long. It comes back to Donor once again at his own blue line. The former Philadelphia Junior Flyer leaves us for Mark. Rodriguez bodied off the puck by Cook in neutral ice. Lowe recovers, and he walks in over the stripe. Shot from distance was bothered. Final chance from Rodriguez. Too late, the horn sounds, and that does it for the first period. Through 20 minutes, the score. New York 0, Delaware 0. We'll be back after the first intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network on the 4-1-2. 20 minutes in the books. Delaware and New York scoreless. Both sides 0 for 1 on the power play. Face-offs were even 10-10, but it's worth noting the top three lines for the Blue Hens, all positive in face-off statistics for the first period. The only exception, the fourth line, Alex Infanger, Dylan Causey, and A.J. Muley, who were 2 for 7 in the face-off circle. Just about ready to go for the second period here at Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Beautiful 2,600 seat facility, which as of next year will host NCAA Women's Division I hockey. Big things in the works here in the first state as Chance DeBolt wins the opening draw here in the second period. Delaware traveling right to left in their home whites here in second period play. New York and their away black sweaters moving left to right with a long change in effect here in period 2. Guido to Panapresso. He leaves the puck ahead to Chance DeBolt, carrying it in over the line. Headman pass intended for Trevor Early did not connect. Gould gave the puck away. Up the left wing boards came Frank Ciavaras for New York, but into a 1-on-2. He's driven into the far corner by a dominant Guido shoulder check. Emerging with the puck was DeBolt. Early couldn't shovel it free up the far boards. This comes back to Panapresso deep in his own zone. Violets change. Panapresso clears. Rodriguez tips the puck over center. This comes back to Olesen just inside his own line. Shoveled ahead by Eckstein through neutral territory, through traffic as well, steadied by Jacob King behind his own net. Gould stutters steps before trying to connect with Mahoney. The outlet pass a little too long for Mahoney to reel in, and Kunal Gangwani drove this back the other direction. He tried to shoot at net from distance, but that shot was intercepted on the goal mouth by Gould. Panapresso takes a hip check from Gardeffi behind the net, but keeps on ticking. Panapresso, driven hard into the back glass, sends this clear out of play. 18:27 to go in the second period. A few seconds ticked off the clock. It should be reset for 18:27. We'll get this rectified here momentarily. Looks like it's going to go at 18:24, so we're going to split the difference. Puck again over the bench area and out of play. 5 seconds off the clock. Face off again will stay to the right of Jacob King. Mahoney and Eckstein to take the near circle draw. Burke off his backhand. Gardeffi. And the first goal of the game goes to Michael Raher. Raher off the net front feed. Potts his third of the year. And the Violets draw first blood. Seeing it again on the 412 Communications instant replay. Turnover behind the net. And Charlie Gardeffi set up Michael Raher for his third of the season. And the NYU Violets on their first shot of the second period take their first lead of the weekend. New York goal, his third of the season, scored by number 10, Michael Raher. Assisted by number 16, Charlie Gardeffi. Time of the goal, 1 minute, 57 seconds in the second period. Raher's third from Gardeffi at 1:57. A King save. This time from distance. Brings play to a screeching halt. 2 minutes and 35 seconds into the second period. NYU with a 1-0 lead over the Blue Hens, and the face-off coming to the left of Jacob King. Puck is down between Eckstein and Infanger. That shot coming from Jonathan Bieber just inside the line. Made it through traffic and was kicked to the far wall by King for save number 10 on 11 shots faced so far. Eckstein's centering pass was broken up. Here's Causey up the middle. Drop pass. Mulet's shot blocked. Panapresso follow-up. He got one on net, but it was stopped by Perkins. He's now 15 for 15 in the save department. Panapresso deep in his own zone. Chips the biscuit off the backboards. This is sent clear up the far wall. Beyond the reach, though, of Dylan Causey off the stick of Will Gould. Olesen stretches this the other way to Gardeffi. Panapresso angles for the puck in the near corner, pressured by Charlie Gardeffi. This is knocked free, and now backhanded by Causey. He tried to get this up the right dashers, but it was held in by Raher, the goal scorer for NYU. Raher bulldozes his way into the slot. The shot from Cook from 22 feet. Right down the pipe, was blocked down in traffic, and this puck is cleared by Dylan Causey. He heads off for a change, and Gangwani stretches this ahead to Gardeffi the other direction for NYU. They dump and change just the same. 10 fresh skaters on as we hit the 4-minute mark of the second period. Here's Guido 2-on-2. Guido tries to stick handle through the slot. He sets up Donor, who takes aim from center point. That chance was wide. Early, double teamed at the near half wall. Trying to protect the rebound, gives way to Brian Cook. Here's Svoboda. Hard shot from the half wall, right into the chest protector of Jacob King, who holds for the pause with 15:44 to go in the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. Advantage NYU, and they've got an attacking zone draw coming their way to try to extend their lead all the more. A meeting of the 25s. Kaczynski and DeBolt. Chance DeBolt victorious in the circle. Again, the Hens' top 3 lines. We're 8 for 11 in faceoffs in the first period combined. Jack Kaczynski to Daring. He caroms the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Donor turns it the other way. Ahead to DeBolt. Here's Guido up the left wing boards. Advancing to Andrew Lowe. Centering pass from the corner was broken up. Swatted clear by Bieber. Race on for the puck back in the Delaware end. And Jack Keller gets there with plenty of time under pressure from Daring. Rodriguez. Twinkle toes his way into the zone. He shoots from 25 feet. But he couldn't get past Clay Perkins, who comes up with save 16. Violets change. Stretch pass from Keller to Rodriguez intercepted. Gangwani the other direction. Walks in over the line but got studied. Olesen takes an open ice check. Gangwani offering support, flips the puck high in the atmosphere. It bounces down to the Delaware zone, backhanded by Goose to Keller in the near corner. This is advanced up the left wall toward Tanner Mahoney, but he was caught up to by Gangwani. Keller offering support, now walks in over the line. Cross ice pass, Andrew Lowe puts one on net. Up with the initial save was Perkins. Hungry Hippos for the rebound, but it goes the Violets' way, and they've got a 3-on-2 coming back. Here's Olesen from distance. His shot blocked by Goose. Goose throws a hip in on Jackson Olesen. The battle continues as walking net front was Gardeffi to try to jam the puck past King for a second goal, but Jacob King sealed off the far post. Coming back is Louis Ruel the other direction in a high-octane second period so far, and a puck out of play with 13:36 to go in a 1-0 game advantage. New York gives everybody, yours truly included, a chance to catch our breaths. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Doshin off the setup from Donor, tried to center high to Ruel. Ruel's got space. His shot from the bottom of the left circle was high and wide. This is pushed clear by Sebastian Alvarez. Puck bounces in neutral territory. Play was offside on the entry. The other direction, Diaz got tied up in the slot by the reaching stick of Byland. Delaware fans wanting a tripping call, they're not going to get it. Cody Diaz, tied up by Cook on his way in from the near corner. Donor takes aim from the left point. His shot was blocked by Ciavaras. 2-on-1 for New York. Across to Ciavaras, the pass from Cook. Long shot saved by King. No rebound opportunity availed the Violets. Their lead kept to 1-0. 7.5 gone in the second period. Alex Svoboda leads the re-entry for New York. He plays a hard carom shot behind the net. Puck was steered by Donor out of the reach of the Torontonian Victor Ding. Daring from a pack at the base of the New York bench throws the puck in toward the Delaware goal. This comes near side, pushed clear by Causey. Olesen recovers, but he's met by forechecking pressure from A.J. Muley, fourth line, trying to keep play in the New York zone. Svoboda, stretch pass, broken up by Panapresso over the center blue end logo. Driving up the middle, though, is Kaczynski to regain the Delaware line, but he gives the puck away. Will Gould looking for space. Deep in his own zone under forechecking pressure from Ding. Leaves this to Panapresso. Back it comes to Gould. Panapresso up the left wing boards off the D-to-D feed. He and Causey coming in together. Dylan Causey's shot. He had time and space on his way in from the left dot, but a pad save from Perkins keeps Delaware scoreless. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against New York. And the turkey's on the table for the Delaware Blue Hens. Their second Delaware Sports Medicine power play opportunity will start right now. Interference. The call from Owen Doan on Zach Daring. Delaware Sports Medicine power play beginning right now at the 8:29 mark of the second period. Learn more at desportsmed.com. New York penalty was assessed to number 13, Zach Daring. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 29 seconds in the second period. Daring 2 for interference at 8:29. And the Hens tie it up on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. And who is it? Dominic Guido once again. Guido with the power play tally, bringing Delaware back on level pegging. It is a 1-1 hockey game. Guido's 4th goal of the weekend, his 9th of the season. Oh, Delaware goal! His 9th of the season. Scored by number 38, Dominic Guido. Assisted by number 25, Chance DeBolt. And number 5, Jack Keller. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 50 seconds. In the second period, Guido's 9th from DeBolt and Keller at 8:50. It was a power play goal. So the Hens even the score as we near halfway, and now we've passed halfway. Right place, right time. Dominic Guido goes to the net, and good things happen. Doshin checked off the puck at the base of his own bench by Bieber. High stick signaled by Owen Doan. Play comes to a halt with 9:36 to go in the second period. And Doshin heads off for a high-sticking minor. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Coming up for the Blue Hens just after the equalizer. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. The Delaware penalty was assessed to number 15, Luke Doshin. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 24 seconds in the second period. Doshin 2 for high sticking at 10:24. Early Gould, Infanger, and Panapresso. The quartet on this penalty kill. Jackson Olison tries to carry this coast to coast up the left wing boards. He sets up a 3-on-2, but his shot goes up into the back netting, out of play. With 8:59 to go in the second period of what stands a 1-1 hockey game. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, your team and your fans. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Yes, even Altamont, Illinois. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Want to know more? Visit us at 412communications.com. 8.5 to go in the second period of a 1-1 hockey game. Olesen, off his backhand, protects the left point. He looks shot, but he was bothered from astern by Diaz. This is kicked back to Ciavaras. Cycled again to Jackson Olesen. Diaz stands him up at the top of the circle. Scrap for the puck. Diaz cannot clear. Cook protects the point. Across the line to Bieber this comes. Back to Cook. Around the horn. One-timer on target from Jackson Olesen, but King comes up with save number 15. Scrum net front. Covering for the pause and play is Jacob King. And we catch our breath with 8:01 to go in the second period of a 1-1 deadlock between the Violets and the Blue Hens. A couple rapid fire saves just there from the sophomore from Vernon, New Jersey. Play resumes to his right with the Blue Hens clearing. This is launched by Rodriguez up the left wing boards. He's on with Mahoney, Panapresso, and Burke. So this final wave of the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Well poised for the Blue Hens to try to transition into a counterattack. But this puck goes up and out of play off the stick of King from inside his own zone. So the face-off will come to his left. Mahoney, Rodriguez, Burke, Panapresso. Eckstein was in for the draw across from Mahoney. The Bieber shot was blocked. Hens escape unscathed. Mahoney up the middle. Tried to split defenders. No call. Rodriguez dishes this to Burke, holding the right point. Rodriguez cuts for the low slot. Low trying to box out for position there as well. Mahoney off the feed. That shot off the setup from Rodriguez, sticked away by Perkins. Rodriguez again, double team to the near corner. He slams this off the boards. Taken away by Bieber, steered behind his own net. The puck caroms around to the base of the Delaware bench, where waiting was Harry Bylan. Bylan tied up by Rodriguez. This puck is pushed free by Ding, recovered by Burke at center. Swatted by Panapresso up ice. And recovered by Bieber behind his own goal. 6:40 to go in the second period of a 1-1 hockey game. This was a 2-on-2 zone entry led by Victor Ding. The drop pass to Raher led to a shot that was blocked as soon as he got rid of it from 35. Panapresso to Donor behind his own goal. Luke Panapresso works this up ice. Stretch pass up the middle, tipped by Guido into New York territory, volleyed the other way by Gangwani. DeBolt recovers early, scraps for the puck. He's got Ciavaras tied up at the base of the Delaware bench. This is knocked free. Gangwani cannot clear. DeBolt kicks the puck back deeper into the New York zone. Olesen, pressured by Guido. Skates up the left dots. Olesen cuts up the middle, but in to a quartet of Delaware defenders. The drop pass led to a shot which is covered up and held by Jacob King for a break with 5:48 to go. In period 2, 1-1 the score between Hens and Violets in their second meeting of the weekend. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Eckstein and Infanger taking the draw to the right of King. This was won by Alex Infanger, controlled by Goose, and advanced now up the left side by Keller. He finds Causey on the breakout pass, who tries to throw the puck into a congested low slot. Muley battles for position. Causey maintains control for Delaware. Infanger leaves this to Goose at the point. Infanger protecting, gets a shot away from distance, which was turned aside by Perkins. Gangwani coming back the other direction. Tried to headman the puck to Raher through neutral territory, but that pass was broken up. Eckstein flips the puck in over the Delaware line under a delayed offside. Keller had an extra half second before working this ahead to Dylan Causey. Hens gained the zone. Pressure from Bieber, knocking the puck away from Causey and turning momentum back left to right as we enter the final 4:45 of the second period. Delaware able to get back on level pegging with New York thanks to Dominic Guido's power play goal. Right place, right time. He had open net to work with off the rebound of a chance to bolt opportunity. And that's what has given us our tie game so far tonight. Goose to Keller behind the net. Thrown in by Bieber after Ruel could not maintain Delaware's momentum. This is Doshin up the right dots. Slowed up by Bylan right at the New York blue line. That forces the turnover, and Kaczynski carries the puck back over his own blue line before Will Gould recovered for Delaware at center. Ding gave it away to Panapresso. Stretch pass to Doshin, 2-on-2. Doshin cutting through the slot, lost his shot opportunity. Panapresso protects. He takes a check in the far corner from Daring. Puck is loose behind the net. Louis-Mathieu Ruel. His stick lifted behind the goal, but he's able to connect with Doshin. Doshin finding himself at the center of a two-a-side scrum for the vulcanized rubber, trailing back to the far corner boards. Kaczynski plays the body on Doshin, emerging with the puck and clearing it is Bylan. This is Zach Daring, surrounded by blue sweaters. Over the center logo. And the puck sails into the New York bench out of play with 3:22 to go in the middle period. Delaware got one back, but the Violets have returned to reclaim momentum. We thought the faceoff was going to be just above the line, but this comes back to center for the restart. And the Blue Hens come barreling back on the offensive. Mahoney couldn't reel in the puck. Gangwani batted it the other way. Donor holding the point. That shot was deflected wide by Perkins. Looked like it was going to trickle in from this angle, but it took a bounce wide of the near post. Final 3 minutes of the second period. Tanner Mahoney tried to run the gauntlet in the far corner. Got tripped up in his own feet, it appeared. This is an icing. .245 remaining in the second period. Face-off's going to come to the left of Clay Perkins, who has stopped 21 of 22 Delaware shots. Chance to Bolt and Brian Cook square off. On home ice anyway, DeBolt has been solid in the face-off circle from season's outset. Olesen kisses the puck off the far glass. Icing waved off. That puck ruled playable by Donor. Alvarez held the right point as the Violets were able to set up on the offensive, at least briefly so. Donor works it back the other direction. Early to DeBolt. It comes back to Early at center. DeBolt tags up. Early walks in up the middle. He took aim from 45 feet, but rang that puck off the back glass. Gangwani could not clear cleanly. Second time, this makes its way through traffic. Eric Mark on his horse. Back to recovery. Backhands to Gould. Stretch pass up the middle. Here's A.J. Muley. Cross slot feed to Infanger. The redirect was wide. Infanger tied up in the far corner. Chased down the rebound. He protects, but he gives it away to Eckstein after being bodied into the corner boards by Byland. Recovering at center was Mark. He flips the puck in. This is covered for the pause. 88 seconds to go in the second period of a 1-1 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Fourth line trying to maintain their momentum in what's been back and forth, and a good showing from both of these netminders so far. Gould kept play in the neutral zone momentarily as Gardeffi tried to cut up the middle. Shot was wide. 76 seconds to go in the second. Face off to Jacob King's left. He's stopped 19 of 20, good for a 95% clip. Eckstein and Infanger. Square off to King's left. And this is cleared by Keller. Puck out of play. And another D-zone face-off coming up for the Hens with 68 seconds to go in the second period. Third line on for Delaware, Cody Diaz in across from Eckstein. So a bit of a better situation in the face-off circle for Delaware, and they win this one. Final minute of the second period. This comes back in icing. Face-off will take place in the far circle again. Cook, the new center for NYU, who were able to change off the Delaware icing. Hens have to keep the same complement, but here they come in a 2-on-2. Louis Ruel up the left wing boards, posts up behind the net. Engaged by Ciavaras as he tried to cut around the right side. Here's Keller shooting. Off the backside of the webbing of the net. Ruel double teamed in pursuit of the rebound. Could not maintain. Goose held the line briefly. Diaz to Keller on the regroup. Final 25 seconds in the second period of this 1-1 hockey game. Keller forced to hustle back in his own zone under pressure from Cook. This is Rodriguez. Back into New York territory, steered by Bieber to the corner. Couldn't throw the puck on net as his momentum carried him out of the intended shot lane. The backhand from Rodriguez. Turned aside by Perkins as the horn sounds, and that does it for the second period. At the end of 40 minutes, the score: Delaware Blue Hens 1, New York Violets 1. We'll be back after the second intermission on the DHF.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside the Delaware Hockey Network. 40 minutes into a 1-1 deadlock between the Violets of New York University and the Delaware Blue Hens, looking to complete a weekend series sweep. Back and forth second period. Net front setup for Michael Raher. A minute 57 into the second period. He was able to toe drag past King and go top shelf to put the Violets on the board. And then it was Dominic Guido putting in the rebound of a chance to bolt shot to bring Delaware back on level pegging on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. 8 minutes and 50 seconds into second period play. Ready to rock and roll for the third. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. Our assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, on videography duty tonight. Production assistant, Eli Swope. Josie Billett giving us a hand behind the scenes as well. Did we just see a kitten in the fourth row? Aw. I don't know if I've ever seen a kitten attend a hockey game. Now to make sure that we focus on the game instead of the cat, although it could be tempting. Doshin crashing the net. Shut out by Perkins. Velcro, if you're tuning in, don't worry, you've not been replaced. Face-off coming to the right of Perkins. There's a first time for everything, friends. Lowe tried to take aim from the top of the far circle. His shot was blocked by Eckstein. Mahoney could not feed to Donor at the top of the zone. Quick shot the other way came from Gardeffi, covered by King for the pause. And right there, amidst that fluffy, comfy-looking blanket, our feline friend attending Delaware hockey. Gotta love it. Face-off coming to the left of Jacob King after save 20. This is tied up at the near half boards. Held in by Kaczynski. Guido to Goose. Steered up the left wing boards by Early toward DeBolt, but he couldn't connect with his man. Byland steals the puck and walks back into the Delaware end. Drop pass to Daring. He's checked off his feet as he tried to get a shot away from 35. Early. Pyle drives his way up the near wall back into New York territory. Centering pass from DeBolt to Guido. Saw a shot high and away. Ding slowed up the other direction by the reaching Chance DeBolt stick. Both teams change. Brady Burke gains center. He flips the puck the rest of the way into the New York zone. Jackson Olesen gains control of it there over the other four. Alex Infanger. Stretch pass across neutral ice, broken up by the reaching stick of Eric Marks. Scrapping to recover for New York is Ciavaras. This shot from Muley ruled offside. Now Infanger tags up, and play continues unabated as Jack Fetcher drops his arm, and A.J. Muley gives the Hens the go-ahead. 2:56 into the third. A.J. Muley snipes one past Perkins, and the Hens have the lead. Muley with his first. An unassisted goal, 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Into period number 3. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 13, A.J. Muley. Time of the unassisted goal, 2 minutes 56 seconds in the third period. Muley's first, unassisted at 2:56. Gangwani pushed back to center. Across to Eckstein. Thrown behind the Delaware goal, steadied by Jacob King, who hustles back into the blue paint. Eckstein trailing back to the line. Shot, it was blocked by Gould, clogging up the low slot. This is flipped clear by Ruel. No icing. Olesen volleys this back the other way. Tipped by Rayer off the shoulder of Gould into the near glass. Doshin recovers for the Hens at his own blue line. He walks up the right wing board, centering past Louis Ruel, trying to cut through the slot, and his momentum sends him barreling into the New York goal, which comes off its moorings with 16:10 to go in the third period. Hens, thanks to A.J. Muley's unassisted goal, 2:56 in the third, back in front. Face-off spotted right in front of the New York bench, 3:50 into the third period. Kaczynski and Mahoney. Hens control the draw. This was kicked back to Donor. Burke ahead to Rodriguez. Andrew Lowe couldn't maintain the Hens' momentum. Ding takes the puck away and drives it back across inside the Delaware blue line. Brady Burke hassled by Daring. Donor flips this up the middle. Right at the blue line, Andrew Lowe couldn't bring it down. Lowe tags back up. Chips the puck to the near half wall. Byland takes it away for the New York Violets. Mahoney off the recovery, long shot from the far half wall, just off its target. We work toward the 5-minute mark of the third period. Goose to Mahoney, time and space, centering pass on the doorstep. Rodriguez could not get one high enough to get past Perkins for a third Delaware goal. Violets clear. Mahoney drives the puck back in. This will come back an icing against Jonathan Bieber and his New York Violets. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Keller across the line to Goose. He shoots and scores! Goose let it go from the point, but it looked like Chance DeBolt was the one who directed it past to make this a 3-1 hockey game. Here it comes again. DeBolt with the tip. And it's now 3-1 Blue Hens. After lighting the lamp again, 5:11 into the third period. So, second assist for Keller. As DeBolt gets his second point of the game and his first goal of the season. A Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 25, Chance DeBolt. Assisted by number 27, Noah Goose. And number 5, Jack Keller. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 11 seconds of the third period. DeBolt's first from Goose and Keller at 5:11. 6.5 minutes elapsed of the third period. The Hens are buzzing again. Mulet's shot sticked up into the back netting with 13:23 to go. And that's out of play. Infanger in for the attacking zone draw. Flanked by Mulet and Causey, but it's won by Eckstein. Gardeffi slowed up by the reaching stick of Mulet. Here's Infanger on the re-entry off the turnover. He tried to center, but Mulet was nowhere in position to redirect the puck. Eckstein the other direction, couldn't set up Raher from distance. Gould and Causey set up a 2-on-2 for Delaware. Backhand from Causey was bothered by Byland. Mulet throws a hard shoulder on Gardeffi to separate him from the puck. Raher looking for a second. Couldn't steer the puck in past the near post. Diaz together with Doshin. The 2-on-2 disintegrated roundabout the hash marks. Michael Raher reels in the loose puck near side. Advances it to Olesen, but Goose keeps the zone airtight. He walks in and shoots right into the breadbasket of Clay Perkins, who holds for the pause with 12:10 to go in a 3-1 hockey game. Advantage Delaware over the Violets of NYU. Faceoff comes to Perkins' left after save number 25. Solid showing from both netminders tonight. King has stopped 20 of 21. Perkins has stopped 25 of 28. So Perkins just under 90%. And King working just above 95. Doshin to Goose. Advance to Doshin. His shot from 22 feet was sticked up and away. Doshin brings down his own rebound. He leaves the puck to Keller. His shot from the right point. Held on to for the pause by Perkins. Hens win the ensuing face-off. Rodriguez through traffic. No, couldn't work one through. Gardeffi the other way leads a 2-on-2 for New York. They trailed 2. The backhand shot was kicked aside by King. Good for save 21. 11:11 to go from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware 3, New York 1. Mahoney stood up Eckstein. And Burt carries the puck through the neutral zone to set up a 2-on-2. Rodriguez with a hard shot. Caught and held by Clay Perkins to bring play to a halt with 9 minutes elapsed. Here in the third period, Delaware's 3-1 lead getting more comfortable by the minute. Cook beat Mahoney in the far circle face-off. Cook's backhand to Daring did not connect. Mahoney the other way, tried to run the gauntlet between the train tracks but got taken down. Panapresso shot hot past the far post. Mahoney couldn't jam the puck in net front. It's frozen by Perkins, and we've got another pause. 10:34 remaining. The Hens keep barreling in. Shot after shot after shot. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight. The Delaware Men's Division II Blue Hens defeated Drexel by a score of 4-2. Ryan Wirtz with 27 saves between the pipes for Delaware from downtown Philadelphia's class of 1923 arena. So what is that now for the Men's Division II team? 8 straight wins. And the Men's Division I Blue Hens here before us with 10:05 to go in regulation. Looking to complete a series sweep and get back to 500. DeBolt's shot was blocked. Panapresso lost an edge in the far corner and he lost the puck to Olesen. This is pushed back beyond the New York blue line. Olesen stripped of the vulcanized rubber by DeBolt, but he lost it on his way back into New York territory. He stood up a second time by Gardeffi. Olesen and Causey converge in the far corner of the New York zone. Early could not maintain Delaware's momentum. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. Headman pass from Gardeffi sails beyond the reach of Eckstein. He takes a hit from Goose behind the net. Goose certainly can play the body. He does here. A.J. Muley looking for another. Snipe from the near dot was just wide. And the puck caroms all the way back into the Delaware zone, where Cook and Keller converge, and Noah Goose recovers. He does not clear. The shot from Ding was sticked away by King. Muley again off the Causey feed up the left wing boards. He's hauled down mid-zone by Bylan. But the puck was right there, so that's ruled well within the bounds of play. Burke couldn't hold the line. The centering pass to Ciavaris led to a shot over the crossbar and out with 8:33 remaining in regulation of what stands a 3-1 hockey game, advantage Delaware. This becomes a 2-on-0. But way too much loft on that puck. Not only sent it sailing over the crossbar, but over the glass and out of action. False start off the draw, we'll do it again. Controlled by Delaware this time. Burke clears. Olesen back up the left wing boards. Re-enters. The shot from Eckstein was off target. Ruel to Burke up the right wall. Drop pass Diaz. His shot was blocked by the lunging Eckstein in the high slot. Rebound tied up behind the net. Working it up the left wing boards is Gardeffi. Now it becomes the right wing boards as momentum shifts from right to left. The advancing pass to Eckstein led to a dump and change for New York inside the final 8 minutes of this contest. Doshin to Rodriguez. Covered by Perkins for the pause. Let's take a look at what's to come on this men's Division I schedule. November 1 and 2 next week. The men's Division I Blue Hens will host the Bobcats of Ohio University. And then on November 8 and 9, they take on the Midshipmen of the United States Naval Academy in a home-and-home series. Friday will be at the Brigade Sports Complex in Annapolis, just outside the nation's capital. And then Saturday, the Hens and the Midshipmen will return here to Fred Rust Arena for the second half of the weekend set. Full schedule, as always, available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com, and this is ruled offside. Mahoney holds his line on the face-off. This is launched in by Panapresso. Low in the near corner off the carom shot. Could not center to Mahoney. That pass was blocked. Rodriguez fans on the puck trying to walk in. Luke Panapresso's drawn back into neutral ice to recover. Touch pass from Low. Give and go to Rodriguez on the re-entry. Rodriguez wraparound chance denied. Panapresso takes aim from the top of the left circle. Puck was blockered down and away by Perkins. Was nearly an odd man rush the other way for New York, but Rodriguez caught up on the back check to neutralize the manpower. Panapresso pulls back under a Rayer forecheck. Gould lost his footing, but drives the puck past center. He gives it away to Olesen. Olesen steered wide by Early. Comes barreling back in. He circles behind the net. Slot clogged up well by Panapresso. And Olesen lost the zone as Early pushed him over the blue line. Olesen will try again. The Nevadan beat 2 Delaware defenders, but he was slowed up by Panapresso right at the Hens line. 6 minutes to go in the contest. Delaware's got a 3-1 lead over NYU. And they'll look to send the Violets back to Manhattan, having been swept on the weekend. This was cleared into the Delaware bench area by Panapresso. But the face-off will come to the left of Jacob King, who stopped 22 of 23 shots to this point. DeBolt and Cook square off. Familiar foes in the face-off circle tonight. And the Hens drive back to their own line. Gongwani to Byland. Advance through neutral ice. It comes back to Byland off the stick of Frank Ciavaras, who walked it in over the Delaware stripe. Taken away by DeBolt. Byland holds it in off the diagonal pass intended for Dominic Guido on the way out of the Delaware zone. Final 5:15 from Fred Rust Arena. Hens 3, Violets 1. Five to go now. Cook to Byland. This is carried past center by Ding, thrown the rest of the way. It was on net. Steadied by King again. That shot from Eckstein rebounded off King's pads. Nobody home for the rebound opportunity. Amid a subsequent scrum, the Violets bring it back within a goal, and it was Jackson Olesen getting his 5th of the year. Here it comes again on the replay. Olesen from the top of the zone opens fire. To bring his Violets back within a goal. Help from Gardeffi and Eckstein. As the Violets battle back some to make this interesting. New York goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 4, Jackson Olesen. Assisted by number 16, Charlie Gardeffi, and number 21, Max Eckstein. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 34 seconds of the third period. Olesen's 5th from Gardeffi and Eckstein at 15:34. There it is for you at home. Olesen, again, that his 5th of the year, leading point scorer for New York, now with 8, 5 goals and 3 assists. Gardeffi with his 6th assist of the year. He's got 1 goal and 6 helpers now. And Eckstein with an even 5 points as well. So we're down to the final 3 minutes of a 3-2 contest. Far closer than yesterday's meeting between these two teams, which saw Jacob Snellenberg backstop the Hens to a 4-0 victory. 22 saves for Snelly in victory last night. Jacob Kings let up 2 on 27, but all in all, solid goaltending from the sophomore just the same. Cook and Mahoney battle near side. Lowe unable to drive his way through traffic. Rodriguez has more space up the left dots. He clears his own zone and walks right into New York's territory. Drop pass to Lowe. Pinch to the far corner by Bieber. Cook recovers. Slowed up by Rodriguez. Breakout pass batted down by Burke at center. Rodriguez walks back in. 2:30 to go. Rodriguez double team, steers the puck to Lowe. On the doorstep, Tanner Mahoney finishes. And ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building. Tanner Mahoney gives the Hens their 4th. And it's a 2-goal lead for the Hens again with only 2:24 to go. Andrew Lowe with the centering pass. As the first line combine. That's 17:36. To extend the Hens' lead back to a pair. Interference called. With 2:18 to go. So only 6 seconds coming off the clock. Who's the culprit? It is a Delaware penalty. Looks like it's going against Goose. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Not only is this a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, but the New York net is empty. Delaware goal, 5th of the season, scored by number 36, Tanner Mahoney, assisted by number 17, Andrew Lowe, and number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 36 seconds of the third period. Mahoney's 5th from Lowe and Rodriguez at 17:36. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 27, Noah Goose, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 42 seconds in the third period. Goose 2 for interference at 17:42. And everybody pairs up after King freezes the puck. And to think it was going all so well up until the final 103 seconds, but as we all know, hockey can be an emotional game. Let's see what Owen Doan has to say. Doshin's heading off. And so is Raher. These are at 18-17. And particulars will be forthcoming. .85 seconds remaining on the Goose penalty. Jackson Olison getting the story from referees Owen Doan and Bryce Lindsay. So too Dominic Guido. And it looks like matching double minors on both gentlemen. And now we've got the remainder of the story, and we'll pass it along to you. New York penalty assessed to number 10, Michael Raher. Delaware penalty assessed to number 15, Luke Doshin. Both guys 4 minutes, 2 for cross-checking, 2 for roughing. Time of the penalties, 18 minutes, 17 seconds in the third period. Raher and Doshin, double minors each, 2 for cross-checking, 2 for roughing, both at 18-17. It's worth noting that Delaware can open fire on the empty net, and Louis Ruel puts a bow on this one as he finds the empty net with 1:17 to go. A shorthanded goal, and it's 5-2. There the takeaway from Ciuvaras. And the Quebecois, Louis-Mathieu Ruel, buries the empty netter to put a bow on a 5-2 Delaware win. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the season. Scored by number 14, Louis-Mathieu Ruel. Time of the goal, 18 minutes 43 seconds in the third period. Ruel unassisted, an empty netter, a shorthanded goal at 18:43. There is less than 1 minute remaining in the period. Another King save as we work down to the final 32 seconds of this contest. 28 for 30 for Jacob King tonight. And a face-off coming to his left as Jacob King works his way to his first win between the pipes this season for the Blue Hens. Down to the final half minute. Causey leaves the puck behind his own net to Panapresso. Up the right side, Mulet. Again to Causey. The horn sounds, and that, friends, will do it. Tonight's final score, Delaware Blue Hens 5, New York University Violets 2. Final shots on goal, New York 30, Delaware 32. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Tonight's third star with 2 assists for Delaware. Number 5, Jack Keller. Tonight's number 2 star, backstopping the Hens to their 4th victory of the year with 28 saves, number 1, Jacob King. And the number 1 star of the game, with a goal and an assist for your Delaware Blue Hens, number 25, Chance DeBolt. So the Hens improve to 4-4-2 on the year after sweeping the Violets. And they'll be back in action next week against the Bobcats of Ohio University. And we'll have both halves of the weekend series for you here on the Delaware Hockey Network. So the floodgates broke open late for Delaware. A goal and an assist from Chance DeBolt, earning him first star honors. 28 saves from Jacob King, and the empty netter from Louis Ruel with 77 seconds to go, putting a bow on a 5-2 Delaware win over NYU to complete the weekend sweep. For Broadway Joe, for MJR, for Eli, for Josie, for the entire crew, James Witherite saying thank you for your company. We'll see you back on the Delaware Hockey Network. Presented by the Law Office of Heather A. Long.